Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we're going to do the detailed review of the Redmi 5 Plus. So Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus is a recently announced device and probably the first Redmi smartphone with 18:9 aspect ratio display. So the Redmi 5 Plus and the Redmi 5 was announced back in China in December 2017. So this device has not yet reached India. So in this video we'll talk about how good the device is and where to buy this device, and we'll talk about the pros and cons of the Redmi 5 Plus. So let's get started. First up, let's have a look at the specifications. So this device comes with a 5.99-inch Full HD Plus resolution display. It's powered by the Snapdragon 625 octa-core chipset. It comes in 3GB RAM and 4GB RAM, 32 and 64GB storage, 12MP rear camera, front-facing 5MP camera, 4100 mAh battery, Android 7.1.1, Nougat out of the box, and MIUI 9.2. So that was the specifications of the Redmi 5 Plus. Now let's go into the detailed aspects. Let's first have a look at the design and build quality. So design wise, you can see that the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus does not have anything major when compared to the Redmi Note 4. You can see that almost similar back panel with a camera unit, dual LED flash, fingerprint scanner, and the Mi logo. But you can see that the edges are a bit more tapered than the Redmi Note 4, which gives a slightly better feel. The weight on this device is also slightly on the higher side, and the build quality looks pretty good and solid for a phone in this price segment. The material finishing also looks pretty good. Now coming to the front panel, that's where the major change is. We have a 6-inch or rather 5.99-inch Full HD Plus resolution display, and we have on-screen navigational buttons. It's a full view display, and on the right side we have the power and volume keys. The top panel houses the 3.5mm audio jack, the IR blaster. The bottom panel has the speaker unit and the micro USB charging slot, and the left side houses the SIM tray. It's a hybrid SIM card slot. So that was the design aspect of the Redmi 5 Plus. So overall we feel the Redmi 5 Plus isn't anything drastic change when compared to the Redmi Note 4, but the build quality as usual looks solid, and the fit and finish is really good for the pricing it is being offered at. Now next up, let's talk about the display. So this phone comes with the 18:9 aspect ratio display with a 5.99-inch screen size, and it's at a Full HD Plus resolution display. The display quality is one of the best we have seen in this price segment. You can see there is a 2.5D glass, and the touch response is extremely smooth, and the viewing angles are also quite good and acceptable. There is no mention of any protection offered, but there is a toughened glass on this display. So that's the display aspect. So overall we feel the 18:9 display, probably the first in a Redmi smartphone from Xiaomi, looks pretty good, and the display is definitely nice and has punchy colors and looks pretty good. So that's the display aspect, the first 18:9 display from Xiaomi under the Redmi series. Now next up, let's talk about the software. So this phone is powered by MIUI 9.2 out of the box, and it has Android Nougat out of the box, and you can see that MIUI version is 9.2. That's the latest stable version. Now we have the 3GB RAM and 32GB internal storage variant, which is powered by the Snapdragon 625. Now coming back to the storage, we have seen MIUI on a lot of Xiaomi devices. Here again the MIUI 9 looks really good. It has some really additional useful options like second space. Then we have dual app support, wherein you can run 2 instances of the same app. Then app lock via fingerprint scanner is included. Then we have support for themes, and whole lot of features and options are included. And MIUI as usual is a really good UI in terms of the performance as well. So hardly any issues in terms of the software department. But we would have expected Xiaomi to ship with Android Oreo out of the box, but nevertheless it does have Android 7.1.2 out of the box. So next up, let's talk about the performance. So Xiaomi has used the tried and tested the Snapdragon 625 once again on the Redmi 5 Plus. It has been quite a while Xiaomi has been using the Snapdragon 625. So it's high time Xiaomi moved from Snapdragon 625 to either Snapdragon 630 or 636 has also been launched. So neither of these chipsets are featured on the Redmi 5 Plus. Instead it is the older 625 version. But 625 is a really good chipset for this price segment and does the job really well. There's hardly any issues, and the multitasking is also implemented really well, and you can see that there is absolutely no lags whatsoever on this device when using the device even in heavy gaming as well. well. So the gaming performance also was really good. There's no issues whatsoever, and the full view display was pretty good for gaming experience. And the heating is also not much in our opinion. So overall this device performs really well. The only issue is that it does not have the latest processor. It's a Snapdragon 625, which is kind of an older chipset right now. So other than that, the device has dual SIM cards and 4G LTE and VoLTE support in India as well. And this comes with a hybrid SIM card slot. That means you have to compromise on one SIM card in case you want to expand the storage. Now the speaker performance located at the bottom panel was quite good, and it was acceptable for a phone in this price segment. Now the fingerprint scanner is located on the back panel, and it does a good job altogether, and it's fast and responsive as well. And you can also do some additional options with the fingerprint scanner. So that was the software and performance aspect of the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus. Now talking about the cameras. So this device comes with a 12 megapixel rear camera, f-stop 2.2 aperture, dual tone dual LED flash, and on the front panel we have a regular 5 megapixel camera, which is the same we have seen on the Redmi Note 4 and the Mi A1. Now the camera interface is largely unchanged. You can see all the options, and it does come with 4K recording out of the box. Now looking at the camera sample, this is one area where the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus disappointed us. Clearly see that the images were not really vivid and punchy, and lacked depth, and overall detailing was also not that great. So overall the color quality was kind of disappointing. At least Xiaomi could have done a bit more better with the camera performance, especially when the Redmi Note 4 was not a great camera. So we expected Xiaomi to improve on the camera department. So sadly that is missing out on the Redmi 5 Plus as well. And overall the low light performance was also quite average, or rather disappointing to be more precise, and also it had a lot of noise in the low light performance. And the selfie performance also again was disappointing. Just a 5 megapixel shooter doesn't do much of a job, because at this point in 2018 we have seen a lot of smartphones opting for dual cameras even in the selfie department. So in that aspect, when you consider, the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus definitely disappoints in the camera department. So that was the camera aspect of the Redmi 5 Plus. Now finally, the battery performance. So this phone comes with a 4000 mAh battery, which is the same capacity battery we have seen on the Redmi Note 4 as well. So the battery capacity is pretty good, and you can get more than a day with the battery. Here we have a slightly bigger display. This is a 5.99-inch display, but still you can easily get more than a day of battery life with this device. And the Snapdragon 625 performed pretty well in the battery department. So that was the battery aspect. And finally, summing up, how good is the Redmi 5 Plus? So Redmi 5 Plus is a good device overall for the pricing it is being offered. This device is available right now on gearbest.com. So if you plan to buy this device, it's a good offering in this price segment. If you plan to buy this device, you can head over to the description of this video. You can use our link and buy this device. And this is available on Gearbest. You can import it to India. So both the 3GB RAM and 32GB storage variant is available, and the 3GB and 32GB storage variant retails around 11K or 12K pricing in Indian rupees, and this is good device in this price segment. Now coming back to the device, the pros and cons. So the pros first include good build quality, the display is good, then MIUI offers tons of features, good performance all around, and good battery life as well. Now coming to the cons. The design hasn't changed much. That's not a major con though, but still we have expected Xiaomi to change a bit in terms of the design aspect. And the other disappointing aspect is the camera performance, which we feel Xiaomi should be looking at a better camera hardware at least in the next devices they are planning to launch. So that was the pros and cons of the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus. So hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you plan to buy this device, as I said before, you can head over to gearbest.com and buy this using our link in the description. So this is Nirmal signing off. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video, and don't forget to hit the red subscribe button and hit the bell icon for getting all the latest updates. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.